turn a negative into a positive. So I think we just got through with that today.
Do you feel like the little sign business I'm in?
Yeah.
We've never advertised anything ever. So Instagram and Facebook does, and that's free, totally free. I don't even Google free advertise like I did when I was doing marketing at Titan there. It's a different product. But do you feel that in TV? Like, do you feel the market is getting smaller? Or?
Yeah, it really is. And I think in your game, because of who you are, because you're such a popular, honest, decent bloke, people, there's, word of mouth is massive in anyone's life. And I think because you're so good to deal with and you've got such an amazing product that's fresh, that you are going to be super successful without any advertising because of the nature of what you do, the cost of your product, who you're marketing it to, what else you do in the other aspects of your life that can enhance that side of your sticker business.
Right.
Like you're playing a band and you work for Titan and you've got that many connections that will tell someone else. But in our game, I think because technology is so clever, there's not many jobs in our industry in any major city, really. So I think, I think it is. I think it is a limiting career sometimes in this game, but it's still alive and healthy. And whilst we've got sales departments and whilst we've got advertisers, we've got commercial production. So that's where we're different to a production house because we support our sales teams.
Okay.
So
and there's something cool about, like, I know why my old man chooses Titan, because he likes to feel like he's in with Channel 9 and like the perks you get going to State of Origin with you, and there's something really cool for business.
Hen's teeth, those tickets.
Oh, I know it, and I probably shouldn't tell everyone, but you know what I'm saying, like that's why my old man, who's from the old school of business, thinks that's cool as hell, because he's like a do-it-yourselfer dude.
Well,
but he loves telling everyone, no, we get Jenny Webb at Channel 9 and blah, blah,
The thing is, though, is that he does that because Channel 9's probably the one that he watches when news breaks or whatever. He probably goes to 9 because he feels familiar and he trusts the brand. And I think what I do is just a bonus for him. But aside from that, I mean, I think he probably loves Channel 9 because we're the leader. So, and I know he advertises on probably 5 other stations, but he feels a closer connection to us because of the relationship that we've formed. So, he wouldn't have that same relationship. Well, he doesn't have that relationship with anyone else because he uses an agency to book his airtime. It's only me that he deals with at a TV station.
I just heard of something. You said the words Ian Chapman before, right?
Yeah.
I think he was the guy that actually created the concept. Was he the one? I remember Ian. Was he the one that was before you? Do you remember that? It was a different agent. I remember there was only one ad that the dad and son at Titan did, and it was like a bunch of still photos.
Yeah, no, I do remember that.
Pretty sure.
I don't know. I can't remember who it was.
I'm pretty sure it was a guy called Ian Chapman, and you said it on the phone on the way up here, and I went, could it have been that guy? I don't know. I don't know whether I should even say it now.
Well, I'm not sure it was, but I mean, he does good work. But yeah, I think he wasn't when we started off the Titan, that's where the car Kangaroo hopped up the driveway and turned into the Thunderbird. Yeah. And drove out.
That's it. But the dad and son thing was only started like by someone. Someone created that concept.
Yeah.
And I got the feeling it might have been him, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Don't know.
Okay, forget it.
Don't know. I don't like to talk about my competitors.
Oh, is it a competitor?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I'm only saying that, but no.
Well, he got the sack. So it doesn't matter. We found someone better, apparently.
Thanks for sticking with me for all these years.
It's 18 years.
Yeah, right.
Isn't it?
Well, it's a long time.
It's 19... I'm fairly sure it's the year 1999.
And what about the last ad? Hey, that was your idea, and we've had a few complaints, haven't we?
Yeah.
Because we've got suggestive, sexy girls in the ad with barbecues and
little do they know.
And that was your idea, and I have to keep a lid on you sometimes.
Nah.
Yeah. Because,
well, it was going to be they were in the spa bar.
Yeah. Well, what does that conjure up? You want to make X-rated ads. And so yeah. You've got a creative mind like a bloody a big toy box or a big lolly jar, you just...
Well, I like to think of sheds as like we're selling beer to blokes. You've heard me say that 100 times.
Hey, hang on a sec.
Well, that's good. That's good you're here.
I won't get that approved. You need to come pull that in a bit, those reins, you know? So, yeah, you're...
Well, and you know what? And the two girls we had in the ad, no, it was only half a second that they were just dancing, but they are, by nature, suggestive women. It's not like...
It's not the first time we've had the play Penthouse pet in our Titan TV. I think Morgan's been in our ads about at least half a dozen times.
I love her.
And she just happens to appear by magic, doesn't she? She's like, poof, and suddenly she's in the shot. But anyway, it's all in people's imaginations, the last one.
Yeah.
Did we really see that girl at the barbecue?
I did.
You did. No one else did. So yes, sometimes you're my greatest challenge when we do the father and son ads, because you're so naughty that I'm like, oh my god, you can't say that. So I'm trying to pull you down from the clouds.
No, well, in all seriousness, like when people may complain about what we're trying to say in an ad, lots of the times we're so confused by it because we're just trying to put colour in the ad sometimes, and maybe the the girls we know. Scarlett Morgan and Hayley, they're just curvy. So maybe it conjures up a different picture. We're just trying to find girls that will actually do the ad in the same and have a good time like we do, right?
Oh, so hang on a sec. You don't choose them because they're curvy?
I didn't notice.
Yeah, you did so. No,
we're selling beer to blokes. I worked in sales forever, and a good 90%, I'm going to say 98%, of the guys that sign the checks to buy this steel shed product is a dudes. You know, they want to put a truck in there.
But that's why we made those. We made the testimonial commercials so the women at home know that you're not just a bunch of dirty old perverts.
Yeah.
That the ones that actually have bought Titan sheds, and we've had a whole series of testimonial style, which today's one was as well. And then every now and again we throw in a naughty father and son one.
It must have been wild in the old days. Do you remember, Hogs? Have you ever seen Paul Hogan show and stuff? Like Delvine Delaney in really small shorts, and they'd zoom right in on her bum.
But that was before anything had to become politically correct. Like,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it must have been crazy in the street.
Yeah.
Like, if that was the standard then, and now you watch it and you go, oh, you can't do that. Like, oh, what was it like outside the pub?
Oh, God, it would... the old days were so much more fun because you could kind of do what you like, and now you can't do anything. You got to think about risk assessment and discrimination and bloody... Yeah. We just did all this e-learning stuff at work. And, oh, my God, the modules that you had to do was... I got so excited, I thought, yes, I'm 83% through this. That's only taken an hour. That's fantastic.
Really?
Then they go, Jen, do you realise there's 12 of those? And it's just like, oh my God.
What, that's just like...
It's all on HR stuff, like...
Wow.
Understanding the implications of what happens on social media, like...
Wow. I suppose they have to... And if they don't teach it to you, then they could be liable.
Exactly right. So just some of the stuff behind that is like, wow. So, yeah, it's a bit like when you come from the naughty era.
Yeah.
It's like, I hope you don't take offence to this, but...
Yeah, because it doesn't sound offensive to me.
No.
We've got two girls holding sausages standing around a barbecue in little shorts.
Yeah, exactly right. Well, I think them pretending they were barbecuing was probably safer than having them in the spa bar.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you?
Oh, yeah. Geez, what would they have worn?
Would you have been in the
Jen,
spa?
where are we now? Here's a place you know all too well. Where are we?
You know what? We are at the merge of the Gateway Arterial and the M1 in Brisbane.
You've been here before?
It sucks. It is dreadful.
How many times have you been in this little bottleneck here?
I couldn't tell you how long. It's just so screwed up, this infrastructure in Brisbane. I'm not kidding. It's just insane.
It's crazy.
The traffic is nuts.
Look how many cars though. That's what I was saying on the way up. I remember in '99 when we would have done the first ad.
It's not even peak hour, but it's 2:37.
How I had to drive to the sprint car race shed at Newstead every day. And that was when the highway was 2 lanes, and then they just started digging it up to make it a 4-lane on either side highway.
Yeah, right.
So I remember the old highway, 2 lanes on one side, 2 lanes on the other side, and they weren't even close to each other, sort of thing.
Well, you grew up just down the road here. I mean, what was there then? 2 lanes?
Yeah. This was all
There's no gateway.
no gateway, but then look at it now. Like, it's already full.
And
That's only 17 years or something.
Do you want to know something funny? So, like, I live on the coast and work in Brisbane, so that, and I know I choose to do that, right? So I've tried living in Brisbane, but I need to be near the ocean. But anyway, so on a good run, you can do that in an hour and 15. And I stay at a mate's place sometime at Bulimba, 20 minutes from Channel 9, and that can take me 50 minutes to get to work. So I may as well live on the Gold Coast.
Really?
And wake up on the weekends there.
But just morning crap traffic.
Yeah, but in Newcastle, I've forgotten that everywhere's so close. Like, my dad lives near the inner city and some other friends that I stay with. So I can grab a coffee and not even take one sip and I'm at work. It's 5 minutes to get to work. It's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
So,
and you're right when infrastructure. So if I go to Japan every year, there's millions of people, but they all get trains, and even the cars they drive are small.
Yeah.
But you'll never be in bottlenecks like the one we just were. Like, we have to drive alone. Our thing is, no, I've got a car. I'm never going to do. Remember they tried to do lane sharing, what it was called?
Oh my god!
What a load of horse shit.
The T2 and the T1. That's the only place we don't have a traffic problem now, where that extra lane is.
Hey, Barry from accounting, could you pick me up, mate, every day?
Yeah.
And I'll give you $20, but sometimes I'll forget. So, and then I've got to smell your BO every morning, and then I'll look at your car.
Well, what about this? Yeah, I'll catch the train. It's only $22 one way.
Yeah.
Like, who made up that price?
I don't know. It's like, it should be $2,
catch the train.
and everyone will go. And then the road will be clear.
Yeah. And for heaven's sake, don't run
on.
it from the airport. That would be way too stupid, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Huh?
It's like $60. Well, the last time I did that from the airport to the Gold Coast, it was $60.
Yeah.
And it would, how much is petrol? Maybe $20
Oh, it's ridiculous.
to cost to less than that.
But not only that, like, I caught the train from Varsity Lakes to South Bank, and you know, you go into the quiet carriage part, and the on jumps this sort of pack of young guys, like, you know, group of 4 guys, and you suddenly feel really vulnerable. Like,
they could have been drinking bourbons.
Well,
and
you just don't know. They sort of look, and you're just wondering, wow, okay, what happens here? Like, when you're not used to catching a train, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's not our culture at all. No. We're still in the I've got to drive somewhere. That it's
exactly.
an Aussie thing, I guess.
Yeah, so anyway, you choose. That's why there's so many SUVs on the road, including mine, that will never go off the road, because you want to see the traffic that's ahead.
You know what blows me? If say there was a monorail in the centre of this lane here, just monorail.
What are they going to do to fix this trip?
I would understand that more. I would get on that more, because I know this road. That means it's going to stop somewhere near a familiar landmark, because I don't even, the train. Yeah. It's over there somewhere in the creepy suburbs.
But honestly, how are we going to fix this? Like, you can't extend this road any further. So what happens here at Springwood? Yeah. Are they going to go like LA and build a spaghetti thing, or?
Well, apparently a lot of people need to be killed. That's not my joke. That's Bill Burr's joke.
I know. Donald Trump could set up a big wall and say, "Nah, no more in Queensland, thanks. You're allowed out because you've got to go and work in NBN for a while."
I saw a good one today. Did I send it to you? There's a picture of him, like, with a nice brick wall, doing the line and levels.
I saw that. Yeah. And what about the Statue of Liberty? So
pinching the...
where she's all sad and has got the head hanging down. It's like,
it's crazy. Have you seen the movie Idiocracy?
No.
Oh, you got to see it. That's about
2 movies you've given me now on the way home.
Yeah? What was the other one?
Ramen.
Oh, yeah, Ramen Girl.
Ramen Girl and Idiocracy.
Okay, well, Idiocracy, let me bore you with this one, but it is the perfect movie.
What happens?
It's about the year 2555. A guy gets frozen and wakes up in the year 2555, and everyone is so dumb. Yeah. Like people, it starts off by showing that in the year 1842, there were like 200-piece orchestras, fine music and stuff, and the artists were painting paintings that took their entire life, the Sistine Chapel and all sort of stuff, and we paid poets and authors, and they were on the big money, but now we pay basketball stars huge amounts of money, and wrestlers, and and artists get nothing. But all the people that spend a lot of time on useless things get nothing. So fast forward to the year 2555, we are so dumb, and the president of America is a wrestler.
Yeah.
But
one of those world championship ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but